Welcome to the Royal Oak Bowls Club in Auckland in this fantastic facility which is covered because tonight, fourth night of the new televised bowls series Twilight Bowls League. It's running for Tuesday and Wednesday nights for the next 6 weeks with a really fast-paced format, some fierce competition and an impressive array of shots from some high-quality players. So here's how it's played. It's pretty straightforward. We've got 2 players in each team, so they're peers. They play 3 bowls each, 5 ends in a game, just one game, and then they're into the next round, tiebreakers if needed, and the teams are playing 2 games each night. So 4 matches tonight. It's very short, very sharp, and very, very exciting. The teams that are appearing tonight are Morris Symes and Briar Atkinson, and Terry Blackburn and Jenny Stockford. They play game 1, and Millie Nathan and Chad Nathan, brother and sister, will be up against Adam Bailey and Lee Warburton. That's in game 2. How does it work? Well, the players will play their games. The winners will go through to the main final, where the big prize money is, and the losers will battle it out for 3rd and 4th. I'm John Macbeth, and I'm joined tonight with Alex Reid, and another excellent night of bowls ready to go. Alex?
Yes, absolutely. I think we've seen some great games so far. We've barely begun this Twilight Bowls League, John, and there's another great game coming up as we see Terry and Jenny, the mother-daughter combination. They won, was it a couple of nights ago? A couple of nights ago, and Briar and Morris impressed in their television viewing as well. So certainly looking forward to this one.
So Briar Atkinson is playing with Morris Symes. So this is, an indication of, a slightly mature person. Morris Symes on the right, who's won a lot of national titles, and a young woman who he's been coaching for quite some time, Briar Atkinson, at the other end. And this here is mother, Jenny. Jenny is playing with her daughter, Terry, so Jenny Stockford. They're playing with the black uniforms related to the black bowls as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's we've tried to keep it simple, John. So the black uniforms match the black bowls, and the grey uniforms match the grey bowls. And if you look at your score tick in the top left of the screen, black side of the scoreboard goes with the black bowls, the white side of the scoreboard goes with the white bowls. So keeps it nice and simple. And I must say, it occurred to me on night 1, but the scoreboard's in a T, like the first letter of Twilight Bowls League, John. I thought it was very clever from whoever decided to do that.
You've got too much time to think about these things.
Absolutely do.
So Jenny Stockford here, her and her daughter had played some magnificent bowls on the opening night. It's taken a while for the players to come to grips with the green here. It's a carpet, so not sort of outdoor live green. But you see here that as soon in the groove, so the jack has moved back about a metre. And this young woman here, Briar Atkinson, one of the most impressive of the youth bowlers in New Zealand. She was awarded the Emerging Player Award from Bowls New Zealand, amongst a lot of nominations too. And she's been really outstanding. Absolutely
has been. And just right at the beginning of a very promising career as Briar Atkinson. I'd remember that name, John. I'd remember that name.
Yeah.
Jenny Stockford here on the back end, making her way after the bowl. Part of a bowling family. Jenny Stockford, her parents both played outdoor bowls and indoor bowls, so she says she always felt like she was destined to play the game.
Just hear the odd comment from the players as they are wearing microphones. There's people inside the Royal Oak Bowling Club, which, as you can see, the covered area, it's really a fabulous addition to the bowling area of Auckland. There are some other indoor arenas, but this one out sort of towards the airport side, Onehunga. This is Morris Symes. Now, up until he's winning national titles, up until 2 years ago, he won the National Fours down in Central Otago. Yeah. So, a former Commonwealth Games representative.
And look at this. How's this for a first bowl? Great shot from Morris Symes. Won his first national title in the mid-80s, John, and then waited a little while, as you say, before he won the New Zealand Fours in Central Otago a couple of years ago. So, evergreen Morris Symes.
Great bowls brain, I always think, Morris. This young woman here, a lot of indoor bowls she's played. She has only recently got back into the outdoor variety.
If you're listening to the players, Morris said, do I want to come around it or under? And Briar's response was, yep. So I think it's a good answer to that question. Now, how's the weight here?
Oh, brilliant.
Oh. He did neither, John.
Just beating that white.
Just wait for this bowl to make its way onto screen. The white bowl's holding two there, I think, by the looks.
Yeah. Maybe just one now. Oh no, she's not going to come in from out there. Players have tended to use the forehand where possible. That's going down the right-hand side of the screen as Morris Symes is now.
Just say, he does a magnificent job of brushing his hair this evening, Morris Symes. Doesn't that look smart?
No, we're down to this one. Might be one and a measure. Possibly two.
Focus on that face.
Not often on a bowling green do you hear, Mum, what's the situation, Mum? You know. But that's a big thing about bowls, as we've mentioned, and we'll probably stop doing that soon because just the fact that it's a great family sport.
Oh, great effort.
Or she has almost.
Just about.
So that might have cut out the measure. Just one down.
Viewers might have missed it, John, but Morris Symes went to pick up the mat then. I'm pretty sure Morris Symes went to pick up the mat and then went, oh, that's
Habit.
not what I'm supposed to be doing.
It's habit. So what we're doing is playing it the same direction every end. So the player who's been the lead in the first end becomes the skip.
Look at this, the bowls retriever. We eagerly await one of our, well, I won't say it, but, you know, keep an eye on the bowls retriever is all I would say. If you've been an eagle-eyed viewer at the Twilight Bowls League, it may undergo some form of transformation in the not-too-distant future.
Symes using that forehand. He looked to have found his line and weight pretty quickly. It's not too bad either. Get inside that circle and that's really good. Even just outside it like that is, you'd say that's a handy bowl.
It's interesting talking to the Royal Oak members. This entire green, that forehand side, so for viewers that's to the left as we have been watching it on screen. The forehand side turns more, so this bowl here we're going to see turn to our right and continue on a little bit. They said that hand turns more than the backhand side, which runs a little bit straighter. The players will have figured out by now, John.
Yeah, and we were playing 5 ends. So in a normal game of pairs, so you're playing 18 ends, the first 5 ends are where you're sort of coming to grips with things, aren't they? Well, I haven't got that time, that luxury of being able to trial things. They have had trial ends, of course, but they're straight into the game, and they have to score quickly. A 1 to Morris and Briar on the first, that gives them that 1 point to nil lead.
Yeah, 5 ends, certainly not a lot of time, but that's one of the things I really like about this league is it's whoever gets out of the gates the quickest, John, and if you can score a 3, usually that's enough to win the game. Morris steering after this bowl.
It's applaud from the pupil. Applause from the pupil.
Beautiful bowl. Kerry Blackburn looking to get past this bowl, and she has, and she's got the jack. What a shot!
That's really outstanding.
That's magnificent stuff, isn't it?
Yep. So this is, I mean, even that shot there, Alex, is a great example to new bowlers about keeping an eye on what's behind the jack. You know, often it's a matter of let's draw one in here, get close to the jack, whereas in fact sometimes just looking around behind you, you might say, oh, if you just play on with a wee bit of weight and bring the jack back, we could have 2 or 3. And it's exactly what's happened here. Terry's just played that bowl, beautiful weight, moved the jack slightly, and from being 1 down, they're 2 up.
Yeah, absolutely more strategic than you might think. And look at this here.
Just draw it dead, drop Briar. Not quite. Terrific line here. Morris saying a bit
Great
frustrated
try.
with it. Thought she was spot on. Have you noticed if the players said about the ball's actually failing to stop on the circle, is that sticky surface, or not sticky, but it's stuck on, but it's slightly more slippery than the surface itself?
Yeah, that's a good question, John.
But I don't know if it is making much difference.
No, it doesn't really. Bowls New Zealand did a lot of testing with different sticker surfaces because we thought, it'd be a good idea to have a circle on the green. We'll just wait. This looks like
Morris
it could be
said,
really exciting.
have a run at this. Have a run at this, Briar. We saw her. Here's a fast one coming up. Here we go.
Could get lucky. Oh,
She played a couple of crackers last week. Had the crowd applauding because she just steps on the mat and goes for it very quick.
she wasn't short.
No.
Stickers, that's what I was talking about. Bowls New Zealand did a lot of testing with the stickers, so it's very, very similar surface to the carpet. The only time you'll notice the sticker having an impact is if there's bowls on the sticker that get hit. They tend to skid before they grip, but it doesn't stop the bowl from drawing as you would expect, John.
Oh.
Good shot.
Wow.
Go again, he says.
She's going to have another run at it. Here she goes.
Very close.
Oh! How could you?
Oh!
From 3 down to 3 down? Maybe.
I don't understand what we've just seen, John. How did she get the jack? Oh,
This could be a big end here for Jenny and Terry. I'm sure we'll have a wee look at that again later on. That's a pretty impressive shot, which turned against them. And here she goes, drawing another. So that's 3.
Going to be a bundle, isn't it? I think
Yeah.
3. We'll find out shortly. 1, 2. Two and a half, so getting the umpire, Sue Rossiter.
So Briar had 2 run shots at the shot bowl itself. First one, she found ear. The second one, she smacked the jack. It hit a bowl to the side and went back up the rink, which happens, but not all that regularly.
You don't see it very often, a jack going back up the rink, John. Good that it's been caught on television, so
Yeah.
you know it's possible, and I think the black in by a little bit.
She was saying, you wanted me to measure that? It's 8 inches. 2, was it?
3.
3.
So there we see the score. 3-1 now to Jenny and Terry.
So 3 it is.
No, good end there for Jenny and Terry. They pick up the 3. Bonus bowl there from Jenny.
Here we come. Let's watch this bowl.
So flick. Oh,
There's
that
a bit
was
of
the
speed.
first.
That's the first one.
Yeah.
And the second bowl, she managed to get that jack. You wouldn't think it's possible. Got the jack that you can see, or you saw there on the screen, sorry. The finest edge of it, John, bounced off the other black bowl, back up the screen, crazy.
Yeah, they're watching. They'll be watching.
First bowl coming in. Black bowls belonging to Jenny and Terry. I think what we've seen, and we've talked about it too before, but Terry is one of those examples of someone who dabbled in all sorts of sports as a youngster.
Sports mad.
Yeah. But a lot of them were quite tough on her body because she had juvenile idiopathic arthritis, which has really been a major setback for her throughout her life. You wouldn't know it looking at her that she has anything wrong with her, the way she plays bowls, but bowls was a sport that she could take on. It didn't impact on her body. And of course, then there's so many options for people with disability and all sorts of disabilities within bowls, and she's a star in that area.
Terry, absolutely incredible, and it was really nice to viewers who tuned in yesterday. We had Selena Goddard in the commentary booth, and she was talking about what it was like to be in a Blackjacks team with Terry Blackburn when they went across to the World Championships early on this year, and spoke about how inspiring she found her attitude to life, the way she deals with the challenges, and you have to second that. And there's so many people in bowls like that. They're running the Para Bowls Nationals at the moment, John, down in Taranaki, and just fantastic stuff. Look at this here from Jenny Stockford, 200 stickers.
Really good bowls. And you can see Briar. If you're new to bowls, then there'll be the faces here that you haven't seen before. And even if you are a bowler, you'll be looking at her and saying, oh, I've seen her around somewhere. Well, she's really very promising. Just going back to the Terry situation, Jenny, we asked a few questions of the players, and it was, who are the people you look up to most? And Jenny said, my daughter.
Yeah. You wouldn't think, because Jenny's taller than Terry, so
yeah, that's right.
Not much of a look up, but just fantastic. And
But
really
she's
cool.
just said, I'm so proud of what she's achieved under, tough conditions.
Have a wonderful relationship, Jenny and Terry. Jenny introduced Terry to the sport of indoor bowls at a young age, but Terry was saying that they haven't actually played a lot of pairs together in either code, so what better way to debut? And on their debut, they won the first, won one of the Twilight Bowls League nights, and almost the first time they've ever played pairs together. And I wonder if they said, I wonder what could have been if we had just played pairs together a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
Evergreen.
I think he might like this.
I think he might too. And see, look, this bowl on the sticker just reacts as you would expect a bowl to react.
That one.
It's sort of, it's a roughish surface, John. We did try some that weren't so rough, and that was, we decided that wouldn't work so good.
Of course, you can't afford to have anything that damages the surface. So here's Terry playing on that forehand this time, mainly because it gives her the option of sitting on the white shot bowl, or sitting on the jack, or just getting a wee nudge onto one of her own bowls. So lots of options playing that forehand for her. And similarly for Morris now, he's narrow this time. But if his weight's up, he might just get a wee inside edge off that. He's not up, so he'll be disappointed. That's a loose one from Morris Symes. But he and Briar hold the shot. White bowl.
Looks like a lonely bowl though, doesn't it, John? We'd call it a
Yes.
lonely bowl. This is close here.
Come on, T.
Wow. Very close. Morris now looking to make this 2. He's got bowls to use. It's an absolutely perfect weight.
He's close.
Inside edge of that black
Oh,
one,
he could
not
get
square.
unlucky.
Oh, he is unlucky.
Oh,
Gee.
goodness gracious me. Wouldn't that rip your ration book, John?
Yeah.
It's one of those modern sayings, isn't it? Rip
Yeah.
your ration book, I'd won there to Morris and Bryce, so 2-3 at the completion of this third end. One to Jenny and Terry, of course, John, not Morris and Bryce.
Yeah. They were holding a shot until their last bowl.
Getting
Of
confused
Morris's.
in my old age.
This is the first match of our 4th night of Twilight Bowls League at the Royal Oak Complex in Auckland. Competitors in this are Morris Symes and Briar Atkinson, and they're playing against Jenny Stockford and Terry Blackburn. This is Terry. Looks like it's forehand for her.
Yeah, I do like the innovation in this Twilight Bowls League, where we have people taking turns at playing lead and skip, John, so they essentially get those 6 bowls in a row. It's quite cool, eh? They get sort of those opportunities. Yeah, good bowl.
It's just over a metre past the jack. Then it looks a long way, but it's not that far.
Yeah, so we did discuss, we were talking about the stickers as we see this bowl from Morris Symes. Needed a curling broom, but good enough. The stickers are 1 metre across, so half a metre from the jack, which is the white ball, out to the outside edge. Not a huge amount of room. They look bigger than they are.
Just gives a little bit away with her face, expression afterwards. She thinks, might be a bit heavy here.
I know Terry pretty well, John, and I tell you, she does that if she misses by an inch narrow, because it's not perfect.
It can get quite cool out there later in the evening, and Morris has got a jacket on and just wanting to remain warm. Not so bad now, but there's a bit of a breeze coming through under the walls.
Yeah,
it's a great complex though. Gosh, I love it.
That one we've seen a lot in the last sort of 5 years, isn't it, John, as clubs creating all these covered greens all over the country, really. Look at that, Terry Blackburn, inches off. Good position bowls, you would say, sort of, if we're talking about that strategy, John. Those black bowls of Terry and Jenny's past the head, so back, you can see them there at 6 o'clock to your screen. Really helpful, because if the jack moves there, you're happy days, aren't you?
Symes just making up for that little slip up in his last bowl of the last end, where he's holding shot and just nudged one of the opponents forward to give them the shot. So he's standing up in the background on the left there. That's Chad Nathan, who will be playing a bit later on with his sister Millie, who's probably hidden behind that score tick.
Watching on.
The Birkenhead Club. Well, that's a pretty good head. This is the 4th end of 5. Morris and Bryan needing to pick up at least a shot here to stay in the game.
Yeah. So Jenny just drawing one close here. They spoke, Terry and Jenny spoke about her being more aggressive on the forehand, but Jenny said, no, I'll just play in on the backhand. Oh, it was unlucky. It was a great effort, wasn't it?
Gee.
Bodes well for her next 2 bowls, though, doesn't it, John?
She's uncannily accurate, isn't she? She plays some remarkable bowls.
Very, very good bowls, Braying, Terry, Jenny Stockford and Terry Blackburn. They both read the game really well. If you have a chance to sit and talk to them about the reasoning, it's usually very sound.
Backhand from Jenny. Watches it closely, and she should too. She might even just get a... Oh, I was just going to say before that one of Briar's, Morris might have been not too happy with that because it was usable, but it was a bit far out for that. She grins at everything, eh?
Oh, lovely attitude.
Yeah.
Fantastic from Briar. Always looks very relaxed.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to know she's on national television in prime time.
I travelled back in the car with her and Morris last week to our accommodation, and I just sat back and listened, actually. There's a delightful young woman. Very good bowl there.
Try and make contact with that. Will it go terribly wrong if I play down there with weight?
Jenny wants to hit it. And Terry just calming her mum down a little bit there, saying just a touch more than your last bowl. Great to have these insights.
Well, it's where will the jack go if she...
Nah, probably narrowed it up. Sorry.
Hasn't finished,
She
Jenny.
said so. She said
Has
sorry.
not finished.
That one in.
Oh,
Sorry, mate.
Oh,
I know. That's 3. Well, that makes it interesting. 4 all, we think, going into the last. Has she got one to play?
got a bonus bowl as well
Yeah,
to come,
yeah.
John. Holding 2,
2
says
Okay.
Morris. Well, what do you do here? Goodness.
There's the tactic, eh? So, and that was great. Morris went right round the head, didn't he, and had a look at it from all angles. She grins as she knows that's a bit of a challenge from her coach. Draw that, move it to look at this.
Has she done it?
Wow, she's not a mile away. Oh, gosh.
What a bowl! What a bowl!
1, 2, got to be 3, surely.
That's unbelievable. What a game!
Ooh, yep, 3. Measure for 4. Playing the last end, they might be level, or there might be just one in it. And a big turnaround in this game between Morris Symes and Briar Atkinson and Terry Blackburn and Jenny Stockford.
Here we go, Sue Rossiter, the umpire, now going to measure that black bowl against the 2 white bowls. Oh, I love bowls, John. It's not that one. And it might be that one. Oh. I'll just wait till someone
It
tells
is,
me.
she's flicked it out.
Just
4.
wait for confirmation from
Morris put 4 fingers up.
4.
Yes, he did.
Oh, what an end of
Well,
bowls.
Very, very good end there.
So we go into the last end.
Picking up
4 white lollipops held up by Sue Rossiter, the umpire and marker here.
Look at this. Here's a replay of that bowl
That's 5-4 to
on the forehand as she was instructed. Just set in absolutely beautifully. Look at that. Look how many bowls are inside the circles there, John. That is a great head of
Yeah,
bowls.
really good. And the first person to applaud that shot from Briar was her opponent, Terry. Oh, 5-4. Leading off on the forehand this time. Briar Atkinson with the Bowls New Zealand logo on that cap.
Oh, the Jack's moved, John.
Yeah.
So much for the stickers. Isn't it funny how in this game, even over the 5 ends, if your team scores a big number, often the first bowl of the next end is really good.
Yep.
It's almost like they've been motivated.
We've had the first 2 bowls of this final end. The first match between Symes and Atkinson and Blackburn and Stockford. This is Atkinson. Already moved the Jack back about a metre with her first. And she's
Oh,
matching
look
it.
at
That's
this.
a really good second bowl, isn't it? Great stuff, mate.
I wouldn't want to play either of these pairs teams, John. They're both on fire.
Well, and you would have heard Morris talking about Briar Atkinson and how highly he rates her. He just says she's very good already. She's going to be an outstanding player.
Yeah.
Great attitude. And even though she said on the first night she was nervous about playing on television when she knew she was going to be on Sky, she seems to be unflappable.
You wouldn't know.
No.
Yeah, fantastic. All the great. It's just a
Full array of shots.
great start. Said the world is her oyster, did Morris Symes, and he's a man who would know. He's had a fantastic career himself. Played for New Zealand for a number of years. Won everything you can win in the game. Still going, still good. Jenny almost entirely obscured by her fringe there when she was playing that bowl.
Ooh. That
Under the
might be
line.
one of 2 loose bowls she's played in the 4 nights of this competition.
So the score situation 5-4, John. Morris and Briar are holding 2 shots. So it's going to require something. There we go. That's great.
So you heard what just a gentle reminder. Got to concentrate, Brian.
It's nice to have broadcast on national
Yeah,
television,
yeah.
eh? Yeah.
But also good broadcasting was what Symes was wanting to do. Want to bring that back to your feet. Got to think what the opposition might try.
So that's a good bowl here
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Morris. Really classy. I don't even know. I don't know what. Well, we'll just wait and see, John.
I think she's going to play backhanded, just try and push up one of hers. They're ideally placed for her.
On the forehand side,
Oh, okay.
trying to
Spotted
draw
that, yeah.
around,
Yeah, maybe she's just drawing the shot.
what's she hitting?
On the drive early.
She's hitting. I like that shot actually. It's through the white bowl.
Yeah.
It sits at 11 o'clock to the jack. Get that square, all three disappear. She's done it with the first one. She gets two more goes, John. Really absorbing game, hasn't it been?
You won't want to be pushing up those black ones, will you?
Yeah, that would be not the plan, I would say, John. And look, he's missed wide to make sure.
Yep.
Well, not that wide. This is
That's
amazing.
a very good bowl. That's coming into a great spot.
I think too we'll hit this again. Square through the white bowl, says Jenny Stockford. All three white bowls disappear. Wider. She gets another go.
Ah, block Morris.
Saying doesn't want to leave his shoulder, so he's going to play on his backhand side. Oh, look at this.
Wow.
Beautiful
They
bowl.
were, you know, the locals were saying that's a really good hand to play. Finish as well.
Yeah,
Last bowl of this fifth and final end.
But you basically square through that one to get both of those, no jack.
sounds easy. Kenny just saying square through that one to get both of those and no jack. Simple, John.
Yep. Well, if she does it, you'll see how simple it is. Here she goes. Let's watch her face. What does she think?
Oh, she
not
doesn't
happy.
like it.
And it's not finished.
Oh, not going to be.
No. So the hands are shaken. And it is Morris and Breyer who win the first of this fourth night of competition, beating Jenny and Terry by 6-4. So they will go through to the last match of the night where they'll play the winners of the next game here. So victory tonight in this first game for Breyer Atkinson and Morris Symes over Jenny Stockford and Terry Blackburn.
It was a good game, wasn't it, John?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I saw those who are playing later watching every little bit of this. So they're learning about the green, just sensing what it's playing like tonight. So really good bowls there again.
It was.
Fine match.
And we've got another game coming up, John, and it's going to be an exciting one, so don't stray too far from your television, but we'll see you soon.
We've had one game and it's been a beauty. Now we're up for the second match of the night. It's the brother and sister combination of Millie and Chad Nathan against good mates and similar hairstyles, Adam Bailey and Lee Warburton. And they've been on fire. Second game. Just see to the right there, that's Millie watching her brother up the top end. Millie and Chad both from the Birkenhead Club in Auckland.
Yes.
This here is Adam Bailey.
Goodness, didn't they play good bowls last night, John?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
The winners of last night's Twilight Bowls League Night 3 and on fire. One bowl in particular Adam Bailey played, I thought Lee Warburton was going to jump through the roof.
Well, I think even the other bowlers were talking about it last night, saying it might have been the shot of the event so far. So Chad Nathan, good hard case bloke, loves his bowls. He's playing on that forehand side and just needs to adjust a little bit. So Adam with a stunning shot. You see there the cochlear implant that he has had, and it's just another indication of, bowls is for everyone. And we talk, if you're new to this and maybe watching for the first time, and I know I have alerted a few people up here in Auckland to the fact that this is on, so we might be repeating ourselves a little bit for some of you, but there's quite a lot of music out there, as you know, and it's quite noisy, particularly down this end where the jack is. So vocal communication is almost non-existent because the person at the other end can't really hear. So we have a lot of signage, whether you're have got a hearing disability or not. And so it's signs all over the place. And these two, Lee coming towards us and his partner Adam down the far end, it's all sign language. Because as we have told you, Adam is profoundly deaf. But gosh, the bowls that we've seen from them over the 3 events so far has been stunning. And let me just warn you that I was out there watching them with their trial ends, and Lee in particular had several drives, just advising people to stand up on the bank. So we might see that in action. It all depends on the score situation. So here Millie getting a slightly better green with her first than her brother did, and gets a lot of bad luck out of that. She picked the jack up too cleanly and has run it back to the opposition. This is Warburton's first. Very much that Australian style of stepping off and continuing. Oh, that's not bad either. He was a bit concerned about it. Just about landed on top of his own shot. Would have been a couple.
So, looking very serious, isn't it, Millie?
Yeah, well, I think they, having played the first match, they were a bit on edge, and now they've watched other games and they've said, right, we've just got to relax here. And they're certainly relaxed. I mean, you wouldn't say that they're uptight, and I had a good chat to them beforehand. They were both just sitting around on their phones, as most people are, but engaging and saying how much they've enjoyed it.
Extremely capable bowlers too. Another peer who sort of got into the game through family, John. Yep. Their father plays. A lot of success.
Oh, sliding by both ways.
Through.
Yeah.
Steering it down on the backhand side. Millie Nathan, siblings obviously, Millie and Chad. It's good Chad's protecting just the back of his neck from the harsh lights underneath the Royal Oak event, and I think she might have placed on this call a white holding 1, John.
Yeah, I think that last one of Millie's got the shot. Now we might see a little bit of action here from Lee. Adam was asking him to bring it back a bit, bring the jack back, where he's got 3 balls there, I think. Here we are.
Oh, very
got a bit
firm.
of weight.
Look at this.
He's been
Could get a good
practicing it.
result.
He's looking to take all those whites out.
Oh, oh, can you imagine? I thought
Yeah,
it was going to be
gosh.
2 down.
Yeah, he's probably got 1 there now by the looks of it. Yep, 1 it is to Adam and Lee. Oh, hang on. No, I just saw Chad putting his finger up. But it
Million
is,
Chad.
it is
Oh,
white.
there we
Yeah,
go.
white. So 1 to Million Chad.
A good start there. Sort of, I think Millie and Chad will be thinking, oh, it's good fishing to get 1 out of that end. They probably felt a little bit on the back foot for the majority of that end. Bowl's one of those games, of course, and it's played so many different ways around the country.
Yeah.
You've got Twilight Bowls leagues, Business House. You can play serious bowls. Weekend bowls is probably a better way of calling that, John, where you play 15, 18 end games for 2 days. It might be that you just dabble in a corporate event. Hundreds of thousands of people get to play the sport every year, and if you're one of those watching these, people can only assist with your efforts, particularly if you've got a corporate event coming up. I'll be watching what these guys do and see if you can get that advantage for the corporate do.
It's the first bowl of the second end. Second match of the night. The Royal Oak Bowling Club. Lee Warburton playing the backhand side. Coaxing his bowl in pretty close into that circle.
Oh, really good, isn't that good?
Much closer, that's really good. Well, I had a bit of free time this afternoon, Alex, and I went out to the Takapuna Bowling Club because Selena had been talking about it last night, about her club and how it was worth a visit. So I went out there, and lo and behold, 1 entire green was in action with college students.
Oh, fantastic.
And Bowls New Zealand people were there as well, so it was an organised event. And chatting to Graham Doreen at the club, such an enthusiast and does so much for that club. And he showed me some photos and a couple of videos of some of these youngsters playing. I want to say youngsters, 14, 15, 16-year-olds. And he said, have a look at this. And he had this young woman who had never played bowls before. And he said, this is about the 4th bowl she's bowled. And she had the perfect delivery.
Doesn't it make you sick?
He said, I don't know how she did it. And he said, have you played bowls? And he said, I think she said her parents had played bowls. And he said, you've got everything going for you.
Yeah.
But she said, I'm a netballer, I'll play netball. But of course, netball's not all year round, and bowls is, so she could do both. But there was that talent that was on display, and lots of the kids there were not into contact sports and that, but found that bowls was encouraging. It was really good for them. So we'll see what comes out of that. So around the country, clubs are contacting colleges and giving them that opportunity.
Game for everyone, really. Bowls, everyone can play it, absolutely.
So white bowls belonging to Millie and Chad, the siblings.
Steering this one down. I do like that the statement he's made with the way around that he's wearing the hat there, John.
We nudge here is good.
Oh, what
Yep.
a shot. The bowl. The bowls, look at that, forward in the circle. Pretty good stuff, really.
Oh,
this is
he
gonna
likes
be
this.
close.
Come on, boy. Take the jack. Take the jack. Oh, yeah, that'll be it.
Good shot.
A new salute every night.
I don't know what it means. It means they're excited with the bowl,
I think
doesn't it,
so.
John? It's great from Lee Warburton.
Wait, try and move that up or send it up. This one?
He's been asked to play with a little bit of weight. Chad on the backhand side. Beautiful speed. Handy that his bowl's finished, and you can see there's Sue indicating 2 to the black.
Not all about bowls for Adam. He's an apprentice builder as well. This is the way he relaxes. See how intense he is too, eh? How much he wants to win this. Upset with that bowl and can't wait to get the next one in his hand to rectify. Well, this might come out
Close.
okay.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Oh.
knocks it up nicely.
What a shot. Everything was moving for a second there, John.
Yeah.
Really see they understand the communication there, John, eh?
He's given him options here. He's saying, come through here, knock it up for 1. If you come through here, you might get 2. If you put it back to the ditch, you might get 3. So just making contact really is what he wants. Making contact with... Oh, no, gosh. That would have done it too. Outside edge of that might have pushed his own black in.
So one more.
End of the second end. Millie and Chad leading 2-0 against Adam and Lee.
Get back, get back.
This is the second of the section play matches, if you might like to call it that. The first one was won by Morris Symes and Brian Atkinson, so they're through to the grand final later. The losers go through.
Here we go. Look at this, Lee Warburton. Look at how he's living these bowls.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
fantastic. Fun and bowls.
Oh, I like it. That's good stuff. But 2-0 down they are, Adam and Lee. So last night's winners approaching the halfway mark. There are only 5 end games. Wouldn't be, I mean, it's not panic stations yet, right? But you want to be scoring on this end if you're Adam and Lee.
All the players have said these games are over in a flash. You seem to have hardly started when you're playing your last bowl. 5 ends, you get 3 bowls each, 15 bowls.
This bowl. Interesting, we've seen a lot more bowls on that backhand side, but just to the right as we see it tonight, John. Chad steering after this bowl. Not looking absolutely, he's not looking chuffed with it, to be fair.
He'll be getting some stick from his sister, surely, for that. Well, a nice little bend in the track there. Well, after we've seen a previous end with about half a dozen of the bowls in the circle, we've now got this magnetic field, it would seem, around the repelling the bowls around the jack. This is better.
It almost feels like they've just all taken a moment to breathe, doesn't it, John?
Yeah.
Look at this. Stop. Oh. Well, he's holding the shot. Steering after it, and it's going to be on the crossover. Millie and Chad holding the shot again and Lee Warburton with a little bit of work to do here.
It's sort of unfathomable, really, but one of the great mysteries of bowls, that you can play such brilliant bowls with his previous 3 and the next 3 all over the place.
Yeah.
That's a good shot there, which shows you the lovely covered complex that we're in at Royal Oak. And they've curtained off this area here for this televised rink. Over the other side of the curtained area, there's activity there with some Twilight bowls being played with guests and interested members coming through.
That's exactly how it works, John. Most bowling, we've got 464 or 5 bowling clubs in New Zealand. There's bowling clubs everywhere. The vast majority run a Twilight Bowls League or Business House or have roll-ups available. You can pop down at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock after work, have a drink, play some bowls. They're a space, a communal space where you can all participate in the sport to whatever level, isn't that right?
Yep.
Oh,
Well, one of these players is going to nut it soon, because this end is very encouraging for your average bowler.
oh,
Nice weight.
she's made it onto the stickers and off the stickers. So room here. Realistically, Lee will expect himself to get this. Based on that, I would say he might not have.
It's not there.
It's a deceptively simple game, John, and I wonder, well, actually I speak from experience. Sometimes you think, well, that's a really easy shot for me to play, and then it's not quite as easy as you thought it might be.
Almost looked as though she was going to say something she wished she hadn't.
Probably didn't remember she was mic'd up, I would say.
Yeah.
But look, at the end of the day, she's counting here.
Yeah.
Millie and Chad are holding 3. They'd be 5 up after 3 ends if they hold on to this.
This is when you're standing watching your opponent, you've got your toes and your fingers crossed. But he slips up again. Oh, he doesn't look too happy. He's going to get tied up. Oh, this is a very good 3 for Millie and
3,
Chad.
yep.
That's a very good 3. I mean, it was a pretty ordinary end, and they'll look at that and replay and say, how were we so far away from the jack? Although, to be fair, as we've said, that circle, the size of the circle, getting 3 bowls within there is pretty good. But both Lee and Adam will be wondering how they didn't match it.
It's the sort of 3 that you get and you go, well, thank you, bowls gods, for allowing this to happen. You never question it. You go, well, that's 3 points we've scored, but 5-0 up after 3 ends against last night's champions. If you'd said that to Millie and Chad before the game, they would have taken it.
Yep. First bowl coming down in a moment. This is the 4th end of 5 in the second match of the night. It's night 4 of Twilight Bowls. And leading off is Millie of the... there we are. Yep. She held back last time, but this time just could not control it, and you can understand why.
Should we tell her that was broadcast on national television?
Not the first time.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that, John. See Lee Warburton now on his forehand side. This is make or break time, isn't it, for Adam and Lee?
Yep. I was watching them, as I said earlier. They were warming up, and Lee was just plonking them in that centre circle all the time. Nice line. Needs another 1.5 meters. Yep, she's going to be up anyway.
I thought that was going to be the moment. It is just a fantastic facility here, isn't it, John, here at Royal Oak Bowls, this covered green.
A bit happier with this. Chad gives it a clap.
Oh, great shot.
And it settles in for the shot. So that's one of the 6 that they're seeking over the next 2 ends.
Okay.
Trail by 5-0.
No words escaping this time, John. This is why. Look at this bowl. Oh, that's a great shot. Pretty much the aim of the game there, isn't it? You're trying to get your one as close as you can to the little white ball. You call it a jack. I don't know why. I've always wondered why we call it a call it a jack.
Oh, let's find out.
I've tried.
It's gone away from kitty, hasn't it? Certainly,
Yeah.
that's sort of become obsolete almost. Though I'm sure there's still lots of people do call it kitty.
If you're in the South Island, particularly the further south you go, they call it the cat a lot.
Oh, do they?
Call it the cat. Which I was like, where's the cat? So there's often cats around bowling clubs, but yeah, known as the jack. I don't know why, but that's what it's called.
I'm sure that on the Bowls New Zealand Facebook page there'll be answers coming in already.
Yeah, someone I would love to know. I would legitimately like to know. I've been wondering for about 20 years, so I wouldn't mind.
Big advantage here for Chad Nathan and his sister Millie. They're up by 5-0, 2 ends to play. Holding shot at the moment, so all the pressure is on Adam Bailey now.
Huge pressure, really, because you can only score 6 points in an end, so if they don't score on this end, you're
Quite likes it.
asking a lot.
Give the Jack a bit of a flick here.
Oh, look at this.
Whoa. Well, there's the potential for the Black Bowls. Any movement of the Jack back is going to give them 4.
So you can see in the background, Lee and Adams' mates along to watch.
So this is playing a bit defensively now, Millie and Chad. They're aware of the danger.
Good line.
Line, just wanted it to be over, matching those two at the back probably. The holding shot, mind you. And it's up to Adam to just make a slight correction.
Huge chance here.
Oh, yeah.
This is a huge chance
Through the
here.
gap again, or slide off that.
It's a huge chance, John.
Oh, that's 2. 2, they'd love to get a 2 here and then give themselves a chance in the final end. They'd be better off though, they'd love to get a 3. That's a possibility.
You're wondering why Sue, the umpire, just ran on and sprayed something onto the bowl. It's because if you get a toucher in this game, your bowl stays alive even if it's knocked out of the bounds of play. So if it gets knocked into the ditch, it gets left there and can still count. Chances, John.
Last bowl, 4th end, holding 2. Adam Bailey, big shot. He's played 2 really fantastic bowls, almost producing the desired result. He looks as though he's quite interested in this too. Let's see it. Where's it going to end up? Is it going to be good enough for another? I think he might just fade, just his weight. So a couple anyway, I think. 1. Oh, conceding just the 1. Jack has moved.
I mean, it looks like
It's
2
moved
from
back
our
to the
camera
black,
angle.
hasn't it, I think? Oh, no, just 1. It is only a 1, so it looked certainly potentially 2 there, and there was a potential for more than 2, but Adam couldn't quite capitalise, and so the bowls are scooped up and taken down to the end again for the final end of the second match between Millie and Chad Nathan and Adam Bailey and Lee Warburton.
Exciting. Let's watch this replay here. Look at this bowl. So close to, I mean, if he was a bowl wider, John, trailed the Jack back for 4.
Yep.
Couldn't have played it much better than that.
So he played the last 3 bowls for his team. He must have the feel for it, you would think.
Yeah.
Get something into the Jack area.
Absolutely beauty of this format. Now you get those 6 bowls in a row, John. Just helpful. And look at this. First
start.
bowl, perfect.
Really good start. We're feeling reasonably comfortable at 5-1, but against quality opposition, you can't always rely on maintaining that lead. You've got to attack, and he is. That's a good.
That's
Just
beautiful.
saying, okay, get 4 inside
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That's exactly what Chad would have wanted to do. They've had a couple of loose ends. You don't want there to be any risk of dropping a big number, so to put 1 in the circle with your first bowl when you're 4 up, it's a really good start.
home here
Well-
too. Is he up? Is he up? Is he up for two?
Look at
He's
this.
up for two. Yep.
Great shot.
One in a measure.
Oh, 2 sounds more exciting,
Yeah,
John.
No, but nailed it with his first. And
Interesting.
fair to say he didn't nail it with his second.
No, but he's accidentally blocked. He's accidentally put a block, and you can't play the backhand side, which is to the left as we see it, because your bowl would hit that white bowl first. So Adam having to change now.
He had the instructions. Oh, it's turning, but not quite enough. Still in a very good place.
Great effort.
Yeah. They've got the option. They've got an opportunity here. It really is up to Chad to get one into the right spot. Cut down.
No mucking around, is there?
No. Sit, he says. That's good, dear.
Well, how do you make a 4 here, John? If you're Adam and Lee, there has to be a plan A. You have to think, well, where's the 4 happening? Hard to see, really.
Well, I think that last bowl of Chad's was pretty impressive. There's still the option there. Still the opportunity. He's got to be bang on accurate, though, doesn't he? He can certainly move the jack for 3. I think when we have a look at the head, it'll be easier when this bowl comes down. So first one from Lee Warburton, final end. 4 down on the board.
Staring after it. I love the way he reacts to his bowls, John. How's the weight?
Oh no! See, there's getting rid of that one solitary white bowl that's in the circle.
That pesky bowl that
Yeah.
Chad put there with his first one. Turns out actually quite helpful. Oh, Millie giving it a friend though. Look at this. That's classy stuff, isn't it?
Yep.
What a
Okay,
shot.
that's
What a shot.
really options now. They've been cut down dramatically.
Magic's going to have to happen here for
Let's see
4
what
to
Adam
happen.
says. It's sort of a split them a bit.
I think the only shot you've got is almost a dead draw, to be honest, John. Tuck the jack around the corner. You're within a millimetre of perfection, or you just hit, pray to your gods.
Just disturb it a wee bit, I think, isn't it? And hope.
Yeah, that was reasonable weight for
Yeah,
him if he
it
got
was.
a snick of the jack across.
Thanks very much. Whatever you like now. Was that the call?
I'm pretty sure that's what they said.
Yeah. And she said thanks.
Classic sibling response, isn't it? And Millie deciding to go
Put
there
another one in
thereabouts
there.
again. Oh, John, I can't see any option on here for 4, so if Lee finds something, I'll be very impressed.
Have we had a killed end so far?
No, we haven't. I mean, you may as well just tooth up the middle. That short white bowl you see, hit that as
Yeah.
hard as you can.
Yeah.
I've seen bowls jump over other bowls before. Maybe you could make that
Yep.
happen.
Replay the end.
Because if it's killed, John, the jack goes on the 2 metre mark.
Oh, okay.
But otherwise, your idea was brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, of course. We had
Although
this
that could
discussion
work.
last week.
I like that. I think hit the short white bowl as square as you can, as hard as you can,
Yep.
and just see what happens when the
Yeah.
dust settles.
Yeah. Might take out that lonely white bowl down there.
Yeah, there's bowls to be moved around, you know. As well go down in a blaze of glory. And if it's not a blaze of glory, it's live on television, and you get to be absolute hero here. So
Well,
let's see what.
Might watch that along. That
I'd
shot
watch
there
it
would be
back.
good to see it. Eh? See if it comes with some venom.
Hard to tell with his wind up.
Here we go.
Beautiful weight, but he's going to be wide, John.
Oh, gosh. Really good effort. But the hands are shaken, and the two teams finish this game with Chad Nathan and Millie Nathan winning and going through to the grand final tonight. Game 2 is completed. More to come here on Twilight Bowls League. Well, we've got third versus fourth now, and we've just seen Adam Bailey and Lee Warburton. Fortunately, they were wearing the right shirts anyway, so no need to change. They're in the black, and they will play against Terry Blackburn and Cheney Stockford. A battle for third and fourth here tonight. You can see the results so far. So Morris and Breyer won. They go through to the grand final against Millie and Chad, and the third and fourth is going to be played right now.
And hot off that game, Adam and Lee taking on the mother and daughter combination of Terry and Jenny. They'll be wanting to make up for that game. Last night's champions, John, be a little bit disappointed with the way that last game panned out, and they've got an opportunity here to go right.
Yeah.
We are absolutely capable of playing really good bowls.
Chatting with Lee beforehand about how the green is changing as the night goes on. With cold air, the temperature obviously affects the green surface, the speed. And he said, you know, if we're playing the fourth game tonight, he said we'd probably play with about half a metre or a metre more weight than we had if we'd played the first. So
the carpet does react very quickly to temperature changes.
Yep.
Stockford's first bowl sitting there at 6 o'clock for the Jack as we see it, John. That's a pretty good start.
Yep.
Great shot. Great bowl there from Jenny Stockford. On fire upon her return. Obviously, he's been watching very closely, John.
He's added just enough to this, and he's going to get a little flick off a shorter bowl. Still 2 down, though. Umpire Sue has her jacket on now. She also said it gets a bit cooler as the night goes on. A lot of talk today when I was out at the Takapuna Bowling Club about the constant demand now from companies, from schools, you know, teachers wanting a Christmas end of year function, and it's not about just opening up the bar and having a good time. So many businesses now are asking for, can we come along and play bowls for 2 or 3 hours and have, you know, use your facilities, your barbecue, your bar, or whatever it might be. And it's becoming extremely popular. In fact, another club I was chatting to during the week said they've just had to stop taking them now. There's such a demand. So It's not just in your
Wait.
community. Here we go.
He's
been
not
practicing,
short.
and he's got his own,
Oh.
and two of the others.
Oh.
So it's opened it up anyway. I love that, eh? He loves having a run shot to or a drive.
Just about dislocated his shoulder on
Yeah.
the backswing, John.
And what does Terry do? She just grins and puts one in there to replace it.
Here we go, look at this. That was some really impressive speed on that drive.
Yeah, I'll say. Now, having thrown down a full-blooded drive, he has to revert to the draw.
Is the I mean, to be fair, that's such a hard shot to play, isn't it, John, to switch back?
Okay, so no twitching of the face at all with this bowl, so that would suggest that she is
Should be very
quite
good.
happy with it.
Yeah. And then, I mean, that's fair. I'd be happy.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
pretty
I'd
good.
be twitching in the face with delight
Oh,
to
she
get
was-
one that close.
Heavy and wide. Will we see another hit? I wouldn't mind seeing another hit here.
Oh, I reckon.
He's
There we
gonna
go.
do it.
There you go. This is going to be not slow.
Look at
Yeah,
this, look at this.
yeah.
Oh, what a shot!
And they've got the back pole.
What
to
a
turn
bowl!
it. And the jack in the ditch was a touch. The bowl in the ditch is a toucher, I wonder.
Absolutely yeeted that down the green. Absolutely incredible. So it's a term I'm trying to get into bowls, John, is yeet. So now, mate, to just bring you up to date, I'm sure you know it anyway, but it means to throw something with force, which strikes me as being a drive shot. So
Yep.
he yeeted that one. That was a good yeet there from Lee Warburton. What a bowl. That's unbelievably good.
Yep. There we go. Half
Wow.
hand wave or whatever it is. And they get the shot out of it, so they were in all sorts of trouble in that. One missed drive and one that just yeeted it.
He did. I would like to see if one thing comes from the commentary gig at the Twilight Bowls, it's yeet becoming a more commonly used term in lawn bowls, John. Let's watch it.
Oof.
Oh,
Everyone
goodness
step back. Jenny, step back. And Adam as well.
It was frightening speed, wasn't it? The
Yeah.
bowl jumped into the air upon collision. Great stuff. What a shot. You can't help but feel, I mean, Lee would have had the frustration. They won yesterday. Frustration of losing the first game. You let it all out in that shot, don't you?
Yeah. I think next week we're going to have sort of a rundown of the points.
Yes.
Placings, table of how these teams have gone in the first 4 weeks of competition, or first 4 nights of competition.
That's right. No, we'll have a table just to indicate how they've gone. Everyone's had a few goes, and there's also some interesting statistics coming up as well, John, that we'll break out next week, and also on our social media, some very interesting statistics that we're looking forward to bringing. Of course, after the first 2 or 3 days, there wasn't actually a lot to tell. So now we've had a few games completed after the end of tonight. There's going to be some good stuff to share.
Good line there from the Warburton. 2 balls just over the jack. Wanting to bring it in ever so slightly on that forehand. And there we go. She's not unhappy with this, I don't think. Oh, it's a bit shorter. Wow.
Sorry, John, I was just ruminating over the origin of the term jack. We asked about it earlier on. And I mean, the answer is no one really knows, but William Shakespeare first mentioned jack in a bowl sense in circa 1610 in one of his plays, where he laments one of the characters goes, Was there ever a man had such luck when I kissed the jack upon an upcast to be hit away?
Here we are.
Shakespeare, obviously a bowls player, a man
Yep.
of such talent.
Yeah, of course. I think I was explaining to one of your offsiders about Sir Walter Raleigh. And
Yes.
that's a wee bit later than Shakespeare.
Yeah, just bowls players left, right and centre, John, all the way through.
They're everywhere.
No signs of stopping.
Right. The players switch over. It's a pairs match, 3 bowls each. The leads have played theirs. They go down and have nothing more to do with it really, apart from occasionally give some instructions. Adam Bailey playing forehand. So they're playing with the black speckled Aero Optimas that everyone's using.
Oh, Adam, beautiful. He loves it. He
Not
loves
a
it.
bad line here. He gets the applause already. Yep.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, it's just been such good bowls to watch, John.
Throws are on, eh?
To see the crowd enjoying this, and of course we're here 4 more weeks. It's been only 2 weeks, 4 more weeks here at Royal Oak Bowls from 6:30. Kitchens open. They have a special menu, hydration available. Even if you've never played bowls before, maybe this is a good time to come down and watch it.
Next week, Taylor Bruce, world champion, is here.
Yes, yep. You have an opportunity to see
Just
her.
before she goes to that other fantastic club.
And yeah, fair enough. And I should mention before we talk briefly about that, John, you don't have to be a member to come here and watch the bowls at Bowls Royal Oak. Just Google where it is or have a look on the Bowls New Zealand website where Royal Oak Bowls is. I'll actually tell you where it is. But Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 6:30, dinner and a drink in the bowls. What more could you want?
Jenny Stockford. Really consistent player.
Close. Oh, good shot.
Played down at Central Levin. She was a youngster. Was a kid, her brother and her used to play with their parents at Central Levin at the annual Mugs Day tournament. And they needed 2 non-bowlers in every team. And Jenny, who of course now is looking for non-bowlers to play with her because she's something special.
One down.
Down.
Okay. Are you looking under the black there? Yeah, go on.
That's good. So we just heard Jenny say, is it worth having a look at it? And Terry said, are you looking under the black through to the air? And Jenny went, yep. Terry goes, oh, go on, have a go.
Sometimes it looks more attractive from the mat, doesn't it, than it does down at the head.
She's close.
Not a mile away.
She's close. Jenny Stockford, she's close.
Oh, God, she drags it back. Oh, my word. Look at all those black bowls back there.
No. Oh, no. Oh,
3 from a, should I try this? Yeah, nothing to lose, have a go. Boom, down she goes. Perfect result. The opposition are clenching their teeth and trying not to mutter, but that's part of bowls. So one shot was played with the right weight.
Just watch a replay of that shot. Oh, I mean, she's so close. Half bowl wider, it's perfect, but that's, I mean, it couldn't have gone much. Look at the reaction. That's rather happy.
Yeah.
Couldn't have gone much worse for Jenny Stockford. I wonder whose fault that's going to be on the drive home, John. If you like the look of the shirts the players are wearing with that magnificent logo, there's lots of apparel available with that logo on it. On the Bowls New Zealand website, we have an online bowls store. They sell bowls shirts, bowls bags, bowls, the little dusters. What do they call them? The bowls comfort cloths.
Yeah.
Sell them, so feel free to go have a look. Might be something that you like, and if you've got a bowler that you know, I would say that Christmas is coming up in the not too distant future. Maybe that's a good place to go have a nosy.
Yep.
Like it, Jack.
4-0.
So the rub of the green that time going way of Adam and Lee. In fact, my initial reaction was that Jenny had dragged it back to her own bowls, but I was thinking white and black mixed up, as it was almost the perfect bowl. Yep, a couple of good bowls here, starting off this third end. It's the battle for third and fourth on night 4 of Twilight Bowls League.
Taking what we'd call a high line, which means she's pushed it out. Taking a sharp angle, waiting for it to come back into the head and back away there. Something wide from Jenny and Terry here, John. 4-0 after 2's pretty good fishing for Adam and Lee, last night's champions. Really smiley, you know, isn't it cool? If you miss a bowl, the response is to smile.
Not much of anything there for Jenny.
Just discussing Jenny's last bowl on the crossover there, but they both seem happy enough. And great to see a reasonable crowd down here at Royal Oak Bowls for the Twilight Bowls League. It is a good watch, and I mean, you get to see, we just saw, it seems like seconds ago, Lee Warburton yeeted his bowl down the rink at about 300 miles an hour. It's a bit different when you watch it live, John. Maybe a bit frightening for some of the players, or some of the people watching on in the front row of the audience.
Need to have one of those protective, solid plastic sheets in front of the spectators, sort of like ice hockey, eh?
Terry here.
She won't be too upset because that's 4-0, but only 2 ends gone. A couple here would be good.
Handy first bowl there, isn't it, John? You know, you sort of past the head, Jack gets moved back. It's a good,
you can
good
score from
place.
that.
It's not time to make a change. Just relax, take it easy. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to know.
Through the gap.
Going to thread the needle. I thought he had done it.
Looking to move that jack back. A wee bit of metre on weight, is it? She done.
I can't even tell how she feels about it, John.
Here she goes. Oh, no. I thought she was just trying to push that, just around that jack back to her back bowl.
So
2 against Jenny and Terry. This is getting quite serious for them now.
yeah, I would say approaching panic station situation. It was more rhymey than I was hoping it was going to be when I started that sentence. Careful.
Oof, yeah. Play your shot, Terry. You know what's needed. Here we go. Certainly got to be up. Oh,
she
doesn't
doesn't
like
like
it
it.
either. Might be wide, is she?
It's coming back. Oh, I didn't see that bowl there. It was obscured by Jenny Stockford's head. 2 there, John.
Yep. So 2 to Adam and Lee. That gives them a total of 6 points after 3 ends. 2 ends remaining in this fight for third and fourth on the 4th night of Twilight Bowls League.
And it's comfortable. 6-0's comfortable, isn't it?
Big task in front of Terry and Jenny in this match against Adam and Lee. Lee now with his opening bowl on the 4th end. They're up by 6-0. And for Terry Blackburn. She really needs to get a couple into that circle now to give her and her mother a chance of securing victory here. There she goes, that forehand.
Yeah, I mean, you can't tell that Terry and Jenny, mother and daughter, can you, John?
No.
Don't look alike at all. He says with Pang firmly in cheek.
Yeah.
Just feel like Adam and Lee have this game under control, though, don't you? Making amends for the game we saw earlier on tonight, where never really hit their straps, John. Never really sort of kicked into the same sort of gear we saw them play with last night, taking on the siblings, Lee and Chad. This game's been a different kettle of fish entirely.
See, Lee will be thinking to himself, I can't leave this big gap here. I've got to get something in close, because he knows what they're, the mother and daughter are like. I'll put these bowls in here, and all of a sudden they're playing run shots because they're 2 or 3 down. So that's 1 to Terry with her 3 bowls. Not her best bowling, but she still holds the shot. Now Lee wants to get something. Oh, doesn't like that.
Oh, he's looked happier.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's upset though, John. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh.
Oh. Well, he got away with it.
Yeah.
We briefly spoke, John, about Taylor Bruce, our current world champion. She's
She's
won
here
the World
next week.
Championship
Hey?
singles. Here next week, she's going to be part of the commentary team. A very busy woman at the moment. She's going around the country. Every time I look on social media, she seems to be part of another event. And I mentioned it yesterday. Just watch this bowl. Oh, good shot.
Yeah.
I'm sure Club, you know a little bit about, John, something going on there.
Oh, yes, Ramadi Bowling Club. We're chuffed that Taylor was so enthusiastic about coming up from Christchurch to the Kapiti region for the benefit of bowlers in the Kapiti area. So all the clubs there have been invited to the Ramadi Bowling Club to watch an exhibition match between Lisa White, who of course has won the mixed pairs national title last summer, and is a champion bowler, of course, and playing against Taylor, who is the world champion. So it's a rare opportunity. So we're hoping that lots and lots of bowlers within Kapiti, and not just bowlers, but anyone who wants to have a look at a world champion and play. So you're welcome to come along Friday week, 17th at the Ramadi Bowling Club, starting around about 3 o'clock.
People just turn up to that, do they, John?
Turn up to it, and then and a lot of people have already booked to go into the club rooms afterwards for a bite to eat, and also I'm going to be chatting to Taylor about her career and how she became a world champion and all those sort of pressure things that happen, and so I think it'll be really worthwhile. So a lot of interest in that, and it's just fantastic that Taylor's willing to do it.
Yeah, great to to have a world champion in New Zealand, from New Zealand.
Yeah,
a great opportunity. Stockford just falling agonisingly short there. As Lee's saying, at the backhand. Just checking the bias there. That was a bit of advice we heard from Selena yesterday, wasn't it? I said, well, there's a lot of people watching this who might have a corporate event. Look at this. Might have a corporate event coming up, John, who just play bowls once a year, or never played bowls before. I said, what's the biggest piece of advice you could give to give them an advantage? She said, oh, just make sure the little dot goes on the inside.
Yes.
And that's fair enough. That's wise words.
Oh, gosh.
Tuning in for tonight for the first time, that's a bit of advice from John and I. Little dot on the inside.
Okay, that was an opportunity there, and it's that one black bowl that's kept them out of play. So Terry and Jenny holding one shot, but they're down by 6-1.
Decisions.
She's got one to play. Yep. Of course, with that shot there, he could also push up his own black one and make it really difficult for Jenny and Terry to score a second shot.
Oh, Adam.
Yep. Oh, that. Yeah.
Oh, great try.
Now,
Oh, looks lonely.
I don't think they've got second though. Have a third shot, have they?
Yeah, they've got third shot at white
Is it
bowl.
third?
It's
Okay.
still- well, for the interest of it being interesting. I heard you saying it was third shot there, I think. So opportunity here, John, for a 3. Get themselves back in the game. They're 6-0 down.
Not unhappy with it. She's not
Tearing
unhappy
down.
with it at all. She's played a beaut bowl.
close,
Nudge
she's
that
close.
white and you're in there. Oh, what a shot. That's
shot.
a fantastic shot from Jenny Stockford. Absolutely brilliant. 2, and are they measuring for 3? This will be interesting.
She wants the 3. What a bowl.
3.
What a
3
bowl.
out of it. Oh, it's game on in this fight for 3rd and 4th place between Terry and Jenny and Adam and Lee. It's 6-3 playing the last end.
Here comes a replay of that bowl, John. Jenny Stockford to perfection on the back end. Watch this. Come on, Bob. Beautiful. No other words.
No, absolutely. And applauded by the opposition and everyone behind. So, game on. Last end. 6-3. We haven't had a tiebreaker yet in 4 nights of competition.
Oh, maybe today's the day. Or maybe it isn't.
Yeah.
One or t'other. What a bowl from Jenny Stockford. And this is where, in this format, 6 bowls in a row. So she just played a bomb and you want to ride that wave, right? Just make this bowl really count.
Heart's still pumping after that.
Yeah. Well, if I was skipping, I'd say you've drawn the shot, Jenny.
That's right. And just to ruin the excitement, Adam will probably draw one dead, and there'll be no chance of scoring a 3.
Oh, it's pretty
It's
good.
pretty good. That's a very good first up, isn't it? Just past the jack.
Essentially what we're saying is that if Terry and Jenny are to score 3 points, it has to be in between the jack and that last bowl of Adams that we've just seen.
Yep.
Terry laughing a little bit. He'll be absolutely gutted at that bowl. She's perfect. Good green. You see there it's finished in the centre of the rink. Just that. 2 feet short. And hard to make those bowls count, although we have seen the jack go up once already tonight. Adam covering the jack, bouncing back up the rink. Oh, this is you need this bowl. This bowl needs to be in the circle. Simple as that.
What are the odds of this just touching the jack? Third bowl.
80%. There you go.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, take
She
it back.
knows it's
Take
gone.
it back.
Yeah.
At least she's missed past the head there, John.
Yeah. So that bowl could be in play. See Terry playing the backhand. I'm promoting one of her own, or see where this one lands up from Adam. Adam Bailey's last bowl, or is it in this match?
Well, that's the question. Playing off for 3rd and 4th, of course, a game to come after this. The grand final for night 4 of the Twilight Bowls League between the siblings and the master and the apprentice. Didn't pick that up. Terry just said, I guess I'll just try and draw 3 in the target.
Yeah.
Seems simple when you say it like that, John.
Absolutely. So what she won't want to be as short, because then she's looking at shots of promoting or weighted shots. So she draws so fantastically well.
She does.
There we go. First of 3.
Nice delivery. Terry Blackmore. Husband and 2 kids be watching at home. Hello, Sean, Lockie and Tyler. And to continue the family.
Great
goal
shot.
there from
That's
Terry.
good.
exhibition. Her husband Sean plays indoor bowls for the New Zealand team. Lockie has won the Waikato Junior Singles in indoor, which is for kids under 18, and Tyler rearing to have a go at both codes, so continuing the family dynasty there, John. And no surprise, I mean, with the calibre, if the kids couldn't play bowls, there'd be something wrong.
Oh, top shot here.
Look at
from
this.
Lee. Yeah. Okay, get 3 inside that if you can.
I think
Terry.
it was a bit of a challenge.
Bump the black, which will bump the jack
Yeah.
back to the white bowls.
I mean, we saw Jenny play an absolute magnificent shot in the previous end, so maybe Terry's turn. Needs it to let go though, John. Can't see a 3, I'm afraid.
Adam asking Lee to put one up. Cover those 2 back bowls, which is the only area in which theoretically Terry and Jenny could pick up a 3 to force a tiebreaker.
Played that well
Yeah.
too, John. Jenny, very smart bowls brain. She'll find a shot. If there's a shot on for 3, she'll find it, no matter how
Yeah.
crazy it is. So
And
let's
it
just
is
see.
bumping the jack back, isn't it? Yeah. Bam, bam. Let's have a look at that head if we can and just see what might happen. See it when the bowl comes down. The option is that if she can hit that shot bowl and push the jack sideways as well as back, and maybe
possible.
she's in there.
She thinks she's close too. She thinks she's close. Let's see what happens in collision, team. Great
Oh,
try. And that's that. Lee not
last ball
playing.
coming, and Lee Warburton bowls it. And we've had our 5 ends now of this 3rd and 4th playoff, and on night 4 of the Twilight Bowls League. And it is Lee Warburton and Adam Bailey who've beaten Jenny Stockford and Terry Blackburn by 8 shots to 3.
Congratulations to Lee and Adam, last night's winners, finishing third tonight. We've got a grand final coming up shortly, so don't go too far, because when we return we're going to see Morris Symes and Briar Atkinson take on Millie Nathan and Chad Nathan.
Twilight Bowls League continues here. The final on night 4 is between Morris Symes and Briar Atkinson from Taranaki, and Millie and Chad Nathan from Birkenhead in Auckland. They both won their first round games and have made their way through to the major final. We've just seen the 3rd and 4th playoff won by Adam Bailey and Lee Warburton.
A great game too. I'm still dreaming about. I'll dream about that bowl of Lee Warburton's that hoofed down at 1,000,000 miles an hour, John. Exciting stuff it was.
I have goosebumps. Oh yeah, the bowl.
She's so relaxed, isn't she,
Yeah,
Briar Atkinson? Grand final here at the Twilight Bowls League. How many times have we seen her first bowl do that tonight?
She's giggling away there, enjoying it.
Siblings here, Chad and Millie, took up bowls in the same year. Play bowls with their father.
Okay.
Both had a lot of success at the Birkenhead Club.
It's alright. It's heavy.
I can't believe how relaxed Briar is.
I know.
Yeah, it's just
One down.
fantastic. Briar studying to be a nurse, John, in her second year of study.
Oh, well.
And her nickname, I've just forgotten, but it's something to do with the lobster because she reckons she goes red in the sun.
Oh.
Probably get burnt watching the fireworks, I would say.
Well, with her demeanour, she'll be an outstanding nurse. You know,
It's
patients
heavy.
who aren't feeling great and are looking for some comfort and,
Cover the back.
you know, being able to smile and things.
Yeah.
She'll provide that. She'll be ideal.
Great demeanour, great for
Yeah,
bowls
yeah.
too.
Yeah, but like.
I mean,
Make
she's even making Morris smile. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Eh?
It's a fair effort. See Martin McKenzie, the man in the middle of the screen just before. Come back to him. Here we go, first bowl from Millie. Wonderful shot there of that full arena, isn't it, John? Twilight Bowls League.
Bad effort here from Lee, just going to be slightly short.
Beautiful effort. At the speed right, I think, John just got wrecked by that white bowl.
I don't know. Just a tad bit more screaming.
See
She would have got around
about
it.
whether Morris was talking about the change in speed out there on the first night too. It amused him a little bit, so he's put that into the memory bank. And there we
Yeah,
are.
good one.
Look at that. Great shot. So classy. So classy. Good hit here, this first one of the final of
You can
this
come
night
back
for
in, yeah. Just beat Millie's last
Twilight
one.
Bowls League. I complimented Morris's hair before, you know, but I've noticed there's tuft of, he's got a tuft of hair. It's so nicely brushed in the first game.
You'll get him angry.
I'll focus on the bowls, eh? I'll focus on the bowls.
Yeah, yeah. And there you
Yeah,
go.
very good.
Oh, good shot.
No matter if you got hair or not, if you play bowls like that.
Yeah.
See in the background there, in the blue shirt with a sleeveless top on, Graham Scott, the president of the Auckland Bowls and a member of the SSI. So I must check and make sure he's got his yellow
I was
card
going to
on
say,
him.
you should just ask him, John. Everyone's talking to everyone else here. Lily on the back end. I can't tell if she likes her bowl at any time.
Well, I think she does.
Out of the way. Here we go. Oh, good weight.
It's 2 down against that is
Yeah.
against Millie and Chad.
What should I do then?
Someone trying to jump out the window there.
Oh,
Oh, you know that ad where you woman standing there with her foot hovering over a dress or something, and she stops because it's an ACC ad, I think, isn't
yeah.
it?
That's what I felt like we were watching there.
Yeah,
That's the most
yeah,
stressful thing
gosh.
I've seen all night.
Captured on television, someone stepping through the window at the Royal Oak Bowls Club.
Gracious me, that was stressful to watch.
Oh, come on, Morris, another couple of metres, mate. Get it out there.
Yeah.
Two to Morris and Breyer. That's the first end of this final tonight. It's night 4 of Twilight Bowls League. We're at the Royal Oak Bowling Complex in Auckland.
Bowl scoop,
I don't know where to kick it.
or pusher, or retriever, or scooper upper, or kicker, lazy kicker, so on and so forth. Thank you goes to the Cambridge Bowling Club. Recently celebrated their 125th birthday and have lent us the bowls pusher. Much, much appreciated.
It's so cute.
Scoreboard being really generous there, John. Which is, we'll fix that.
2 each after one. That's good. I must explain that Alex not only commentates but also is doing the scores on the side. And
In my defence, Millie's just led off, and if I've made that happen, I'm very sorry.
We're supposed to start. We did.
There you go. I think that was my fault. I think, sorry team. So the bowl will be returned, and we're going to see it played in correct order. Absolutely my fault. They would have looked at the score, John, and gone
Oh,
2,
just send it
2.
back, send it.
Yeah.
Just send it back. Yeah.
Sorry, team. We won't tell them it's my fault, though. We'll just say they've gone crazy.
they're playing the game. And I think they would remember who scored. But that's not always the case.
Would have had everyone in the comments like say.
Oh, that tough defence is annoying me now.
Go out and do something about it.
I'll leave it for now. So 2 on that first end to Morris and Breyer as we start the second end of this final, the night 4 Twilight Bowls.
Start it. She possibly didn't want that first ball back because it landed in a reasonable position. Mind you, Smite too.
Same delivery forever, Morris Symes. There's actually a video that's going to go on the Bowls New Zealand Facebook page soon of Morris playing at your club, John, but back when it was called the Carpentry Bowling Club in the early 80s, and his delivery looks exactly the same. His mother was a very good bowler, so another family connection there.
Yeah.
She was an M. Symes as well, so when you look
That's
back
right.
through the
Yeah,
record
she
books, there's a few M. Symes with him and his mum.
I think there was another one up on the Bowls New Zealand website of, I think it's Ian Dickerson playing Rob Barella.
Yes.
At what was in the Kapiti Bowling Club, which is now Raumati. And I would imagine that it was because Johnny Simpson, former All Black, who lived in that area and was a member of the Kapiti Bowling Club, was the New Zealand president at the time.
Yes.
So I think presidents had a bit of sway, and probably he said, and he would do it in a way in which no one would say no.
This is where it is.
Yeah, right, you're going to have some bowls, big matches, you're going to have them at my club. And gosh, they're worth watching. There's Ian Birch doing commentary, I think, on one of them, the late, sadly, Ian Birch, and he would be enthusiastic about what he's seeing here, but really is good to see. Rob Barella was one of the greats, and that was a magnificent match. So if we're seeing one of Morris up on the website soon, that'll be great.
Yeah, I think we owe a lot to Ian Birch's bowls. He's one of the first people to talk about coloured bowls.
Yeah.
There's an exhibition match in the early 90s. Peter Ballas and Rowan Brassey played with coloured bowls. So many of the things we take for granted now, he had the first idea of, John, and I think really nice to acknowledge him with the voice of bowls for 20 years.
Oh, yeah. And another great character who commentated a lot was Stu Scott from Wellington, who was pretty much limited to radio, but did some television, certainly. And he was almost like the Peter Montgomery of bowls. Great colourful phrases, gave everyone nicknames, and, just People just love listening to it. So Andrew spends a lot of time playing golf these days, Stu Scott, but still keen interest in bowls and the results and so on.
Great stuff.
It's not a bad head, really. This is, again, Ryer just follows it intently all the way down.
How's the weight? How's the speed, John?
Well, I think it's pretty good, isn't it? I just thought he was shooting. I
Great
thought,
try.
you know, sitting on that black one down here at sort of 5 o'clock would be great. She'd have 4 probably. And you come Chad.
Steering after this bowl. I think he's close. I think he's close here. Let's watch this. Beautiful. Absolutely
Very
perfect.
good. Might have got 2. Just move the jack back.
Okay.
She can't even see the jack from there, can she?
He made it
No.
simple though. White to
Yeah.
there's 4 points,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
said.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
I've seen worse efforts.
Morris's heart didn't even raise a beat.
Nah.
He knew it was missing by 1/4 of an inch. I don't think Billy would have Chad playing that same hand. I think you'd go the other hand. Yeah. Keep out of it, mate, or put another one back in where you did. 2 or 1. Oh, I think Millie might have a wee look at
I
that,
just
mightn't she?
went to pick up the bat and I was like looking, I was like, fuck, the camera's definitely just got me doing that.
So what do we think? 1 or 2?
And that's quite good. You know, Millie's up against a really experienced player in Morris who's got great eye. You know, his eyes are, you can measure instantly. You don't doubt him. He picked 1 and was basically saying if you want 2, you get it measured.
Yeah.
It was just
And-
too much.
And she said, oh, I think we might have a chance here.
So it's been.
Yeah, you can take mine too.
Now, we didn't get to see it on camera, but the commentators, we get to hear the players, John. And I'm pretty sure Bry repeated Morris's mistake in game 1 and tried to pick the mat up then.
Yeah.
And I think she thought she'd got away with it too. Are we going to see 1
Yep, just 1.
to Millie and Chad there?
So Morris's eyes are still pretty good, Morris. Good on you. Nailed that one without any hesitation at all. Pick up a single.
There you go. Here's a replay, John. Let's watch this on the forehand. Beautiful. That's
Yeah.
perfection. Look, the crowd goes wild. Martin McKenzie really get into it. Front centre in the middle.
Takes a bit to get Martin going.
Yeah.
2-1, Morris and Breyer leading Millie and Chad. This is the 3rd end of 5 in this final match on night 4 of Twilight Bowls at the Royal Oak Complex in Auckland. Chad Nathan, brother of Millie, gets the call that he already knew anyway. Your line's good, which pretty much means you're short.
Yeah, it's
Give
skip
us
talk,
another
isn't it?
metre,
Yeah,
2
we
metres.
talk about talking in positives.
Yep. What do you think, Breyer? You happy with that? What do you think, Morris? Slide off it? Oh, hard luck. Continuing with that forehand. I'll get out to his right.
Yeah.
Right. Such a relaxed attitude. And you know, a lot of younger bowlers playing the sport now. She's a really good example of one. Picked up the game, again, a bit through family, but sort of the secondary school level. And it's just gone from height to height, John. Won the New Zealand Champion of Champions singles earlier on in the year. And, you know, the sky's the limit, really. I'd keep an eye out for her going forward. She's a bowls follow-up.
What Bry's saying is she's knocked Chad's bowl up twice with hers. She said, return the favour.
Had
Not
another one in.
Please. Fantastic relaxed attitude. Pryor on the back end. Stalking after this one.
Oh,
She's going to do it again, is she?
Oh no! Oh no!
And the same negative result.
I mean, she's happy about it, isn't she?
oh my God, I'm sorry.
If you didn't hear that at home, Morris just saying, I think I'm falling in love with the black bowls. Yep. Apologise, but I mean, the spirit, this entire league's been played in John's been exemplary, hasn't it?
They all want to win, but not at the expense of being unfriendly. Oh, now she might get a shunt up herself. There we go, not quite.
Just falling, getting bogged. So Morris with a bit of work to do, leading 2-1 in this final.
Likes this. She's got the jack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, she celebrated early. She celebrated early.
I did. It's so embarrassing.
Doing the victory pump. The bowl just missed the jack.
A lot of things worth watching back tonight, John. Someone exit a window.
That was a fantastic line too, wasn't it? Just
You can still come round there, unless you
more
want
weight.
to change.
Same delivery every time, Morris Symes. Steering down the bowl.
Yeah.
Not quite. Just a little heavy.
Coach. 2-1 Morris.
Which one's the grasshopper, John?
Yeah. Some Briar leading Billy and Chad. 2-1. Playing the third end.
Steering it down. Oh, she's in full panic. Oh, no need. You know, we saw that reaction on her face there.
She's trying.
Lily, thinking, oh, I'm going to hit that white ball in, but it didn't go as badly as she thought it might.
You need to work if anything. All good. One, yep. There you go, kind sir.
So one there to Millie and Chad on this, the third end of the final for tonight's Twilight Bowls League.
So late.
Here's a replay
This is not the game.
of the punching up of the bowls, John, and Briar's reaction.
If you said so.
It's just the way the end went, wasn't it? Her three bowls promoted an opposition bowl each time. And
No, we're not. Last time.
might seem like they were bad bowls, but they were just a fraction away from being ideal bowls.
We started last.
That's the way it goes. You've got those short bowls in front, and sometimes they work for you and sometimes they don't. Penultimate end of this big final tonight. Fourth round of competition in the Twilight Bowls League. And it features Morris Symes and Briar Atkinson. Morris is Briar's coach out of Taranaki. And Millie and Chad Nathan, brother and sister combo from Birkenhead.
Doesn't get much closer than this, though, does it, John? Two apiece after three ends.
That's a good final.
Oh, what a shot. Want to find out a little bit more about lawn bowls if you've watched this either for the first time tonight or a couple of times and have never played before or only played at corporate or business house events, just go to the Bowls New Zealand website. We've got over 460 clubs spread all around New Zealand, and all of them offer different levels of surface. It's different things, so go to the Bowls New Zealand website and there's a find a club function. You can put in where you live and it will show you contact details for the clubs near you and what they offer. You may find that there is a Twilight Bowls League just around the corner.
Yeah. If anything, just under that, apparently. Yeah, we're good.
The Bowls.
So is this the end in which one team makes a bit of a break and goes into the final end with a sizable advantage? Ellie Nathan wants to cut down the advantage that Morris and Bry have, and she might well have done that with a wee feather of the jack.
Sure.
Not quite carrying it far enough, or maybe she has.
Either hand.
Just resetting himself there.
Yeah,
Morris
yeah.
Symes.
Small circle on the inside.
That looks far. Oh, that's what I've been hitting for all my drag the jack shots. Yeah, literally.
Great to see the players relax, isn't it, in this final, John? You wouldn't know. They're on national television in a final of the Twilight Bowls.
Oh, no, we're like possibly one down.
Oh. No one knows who's holding the shot there.
Morris soon will. So they're one down.
One
Get
down, he
He's
says.
got the finger pointing down. Bry's not looking. It's Chad on the mat. Two all playing the penultimate end.
Right.
Okay, got told.
Gonna have to touch that one to get the shot.
He's got a doubts about the way that forehand is playing
Yeah,
now. We can see
yeah.
it dipping quite a bit. So,
Yeah?
yeah,
No.
she's round them. She's round them. She's got it. Morris has got
What
his
a
arms
ball!
in the air. Like the famous statue in Rio de Janeiro. Arms raised. And
Yeah, up there.
he's happy.
Such a kid is good.
Morris, for those who didn't hear him, said, oh, it's good instructions.
This isn't bad either, is it? Get round that white one. Get round that white one.
Great
Oh,
shot.
yeah. Top ball, Chad.
What a
One
ball.
down, says Morris.
Anything. Hit anything.
She loves playing these shots.
Let's see what the bowl's doing. Working back in. She's close. She's close.
Oh, she got it. Oh, well.
What's happened?
She's got it. Oh, one down, says Morris. Oh, gosh, it looked as though she nailed that.
Words fail me, John. Thought that was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know. Try roll yours up. Just one roll. Huh? Come on to the one.
Chad just been asked to roll his bowl up and over once. Close. Close. There's the front one. Oh,
You're
Oh.
blocking my line, buddy.
let's see what Morris decides should happen here. Been playing bowls for a while.
53 years. Yeah.
I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah. Started when he was 2.
That's very kind.
Yeah.
Wonder if he's going to ask.
Here we go.
Split on there.
Yeah, she's going to yeet it.
I can't do this.
Oh, yeah. Remember she said that.
Close.
Remember she
Close.
said, I
She's
can't
close.
do
She's
that.
got it.
I
She's
can't
got
do
it.
that were your last words, Briar. And what did you do?
Oh, no.
You probably still haven't got it.
Oh, no.
She played the shot that Morris asked for, saying, I can't do that. She did it, but doesn't get the result.
I did what he did.
Huh? Two.
Got him. Is he
asked me to do.
That's so
They
unlucky.
were 2 down anyway.
That was unlucky, John. There's no other
Yeah.
way to put it. I don't even understand. I don't even understand how that happened. I hope I'll keep an eye out for a replay, but
Maybe, surely tiebreaker.
goodness gracious me.
Well, Morris said, play that shot. She played it. He jumped in the air and, basically,
I-
you've done it, you've done it.
I honestly thought she had it. She could have played that 20 times in that area and
we
got
go.
better results than that. That's just unlucky.
Oh, yeah. Is that one?
Done by a mile.
My bad.
Hey,
I think that's probably the best cleanest draft that I've got.
at Morris Symes. 2 it was.
people could see
He
the
said it's in by a mile. And if we'd had a close-up of the measure, it would have been about, 2 millimetres.
Yeah.
So that was a great shot by Breyer, which didn't get the result she wanted, but it was a perfect example of an experienced skip saying this is the shot, and her standing on the mat and quickly delivering it, smacking it
Right, we're going
Yeeting
to see
it.
Yeah, yeeting.
as he'd asked, and it just didn't quite get the result. So
Let's watch
good.
it, John.
It was a good end from both of us.
Here
Oh,
we
that was
go.
real-
smack,
oh.
smack.
TV content right
You know,
there.
played the split, followed through, somehow managed to split the jack out to the
Yep.
other side, somehow dropped some. I don't even understand. I'm going to go back home and watch that over and over again, John. That was such a good effort. But end of the day, Millie and Chad now 4-2 up on this final end of the final of night 4 here at the Twilight Bowls League.
Four to the score.
I'll take a loss.
Millie
on
and
the
Chad
tiebreaker,
Nathan.
fine.
They get the first bowl away, or Chad does. Now, Brian Atkinson, who played a superb bowl with her last, the previous end, but didn't get the result that her coach and
But it's
playing
not
partner
breaking
was
away.
wanting. She starts off with a good bowl. You need to
Bowl.
get 2 to force an extra end, 3 to win it. On the other hand, Chad and Millie just keep on plonking them in there. Put pressure on.
This bowl just trying to hold up.
Chad's worked his hand out quite well in this game.
He has. Is it too soon to talk about tiebreakers, John?
Well, 2 here would be a tiebreaker, and we have not had one.
Thanks.
A lot of people would love to see one.
I'd love to see a
think-
tiebreaker.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. It's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
I think it might happen, John. I love that they smile when they miss. You know, bowls is a game where you're always going to miss some shots out of your hand, whether you play at a Twilight level or international level. There's going to be times where you just know the moment you let it go. And some people react differently to others, I would say, John. I don't react well, for example.
I am touched on it.
Probably why I'm now behind the mic instead of on the green.
Is the drag jack? No, it's another ball.
Look at this. Oh, good effort.
Well, looking for that 2, and it's certainly, you would say that Morris and Breyer are in the better position.
Oh, you got this.
Morris makes his way back down.
Morris is determined to break the heart of the opposition.
Tiebreaker. That's a drag jack. Surely we make it and we start.
The siblings in the final. Birkenhead Bowling Club leading by 2 on the last end.
Don't do this.
So Morris Symes to dead draw this, tuck the jack up slightly, move it 2 or 3 inches, centimetres to the left, make it nearly impossible for the opposition to get at, settle for 3 and take the match. Let's see what he does. It's a bit
Needs a good
on
result.
target. Oh, got the wrong break.
Unlucky.
Good effort.
Still there though.
Yeah, it's a good bowl. He's isolated that shot black bowl. If it gets removed, you'll hold probably 3 for the win. So maybe the tiebreak looking less likely now, John. Some would be happy at that. Millie. This is a good bowl. This is a good bowl. Good shot.
Holding 2 now.
Morris has a
Just
run
not
shot like.
gonna sit on these. Come in, drag Jack out there, that's good.
Ah, fair enough. Right, just saying, rest through that bowl. Just over the draw. How many times has Morris done this in his career?
That was not the way.
Cut.
That wasn't the weight, she said.
Square, follow. It's a good bowl. Perhaps a slight miscommunication there, John. Down to this.
This is the last bowl.
Let's just wait to me through them.
Yeah. More explicit there. Just, she said I didn't want it that fast.
On the
It should
forehand.
be just as fast.
I actually like that weight for Morris, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's getting that bowl
Yeah.
square to get rid of
Yeah,
all
yeah,
three,
yeah.
but not to be.
So it is the final tonight, and it has gone the way of Millie and Chad Nathan, brother and sister, over Morris Symes and Briar Atkinson by 6 shots to 2. So 4 nights completed now, and new champions again, their siblings Chad and Millie Nathan of Birkenhead. Another great night of bowls, and more to come next Tuesday and Wednesday here at the Royal Oak Bowling Club.
Yes, there are. I'm looking forward to that. So, as we said, our congratulations go to the siblings, Millie Nathan and Chad Nathan, deserved winners. Deserved winners. We look forward to next Tuesday and Wednesday night from 6:30 p.m. John on Sky Sport, and this is what we're going to see. Millie and Chad Nathan, tonight's winners, taking on Peter Shane and Rob Ashton in game 1, and then Kirsten Edwards and Amy McElroy taking on Terry Blackburn and Jenny Stockford in game 2 on the Tuesday. And on the Wednesday there we see Teo Tarua and Taiki Painanini taking on Peter Shane and Rob Ashton in game 1, and then Kirsten and Amy come back again to take on Adam Bailey and Lee Warburton. It's going to be some magnificent bowls, but we say so long for now, so sit back, relax and enjoy some highlights from tonight's games.
It's on YouTube. It's on this weird YouTube channel.
Oh, it's good. That might be it. Hold on. Oh, was it? Oh, was it? Oh, thank you. That's all.
Oh, where was it? Can I blame it for leaning on my football? Yeah. It's on my head.